What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a video from Strong Successful Male off his Hit the Bricks channel. Without further ado, let's get it.
Here's a short story about a young guy who's definitely having a pretty tough month after finding out that his girlfriend of like 7 years since like high school has been cheating on him for a couple of years with one of his best friends. But here's the deal. The guy here is on some level having the last laugh here because it turns out this old best friend of his is now dead. How he died, I'm not quite sure, but he's gone. And now this guy, he's the last one standing. He can move on with his life and have the last laugh. And living a life well lived is the best revenge. And here you go. And it's a perfect example, guys, of always bros before the you-know-what. The worst thing possible, it's like Dante's Inferno when the lowest level hell is reserved for the betrayers and all that. Well, this is what you got. Don't ever do this to your guys. Titled, She Cheated, but He's Dead. And a shout out to Al for sending this story. He says here, my name is Ben, I'm 25 years old, and I've been dating my ex at the time, my girlfriend, Mandy, a 24-year-old female, since high school. We've been dating for 7 years at that point. We had a circle of close friends, and since the start of university until this year. At the start of this year, one of my friends, Johnny, died. Mandy was close to Johnny, and I was never too worried about that because I trusted her. Your girl shouldn't be hanging out with another dude. And you're about to see why. These stories prove that every time. But at the end of last year, while I was on vacation, I speculated something was going on between the two of them and told Mandy that I was not comfortable with it, but she denied and reassured me that there was nothing to worry about. Well, that's what they always say. Do you expect her to say, oh, yeah, okay, I know you're worried, but I've been sucking as you-know-what for 2 years? No, she's not going to tell you she's been sucking as you-know-what for 2 years. She's going to act like nothing's wrong. She'll act like you're the crazy one. Well, Mandy usually lived with me, but the day of Johnny's passing, she went home. The next day, Mandy came over in the morning to see me. We were texting normally throughout those days, like our normal good mornings, I love yous and all that. And at that time, I didn't know of Johnny's passing until another one of our friends had called me to let me know. She checked in on how I was doing and gave me a kiss when she walked in. I was still in denial and shocked about Johnny's death as he was a close friend. Well, I think we all want to know here, how'd he die? If he's in his early to mid-20s here, I mean, it must have been an accident or something.
Scumbag like this? Could have been an accident. Maybe he OD'd. Or maybe he got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of those jabs they made us get a few years ago.
But then again, who cares, because he's a scumbag. Well, I asked Mandy what happened, and if this was all real. And in one sentence, I kid you not, she says, yes, Johnny, he is dead, and I've been seeing him. Oh yeah, thanks. At that moment, it felt like the whole world just shattered around me. All I could say was, I knew it. And she replied with, sorry for making you feel crazy. That's it, that's her fucking response. Sorry.
Another example that women do not feel remorse, gentlemen, only regret. And that regret is only due to a lack of access to male resources. In this case, Johnny's dick and his attention. She doesn't feel sorry about what she's done to this man. Coming home, kissing him with dick on her breath. She doesn't care about any of that. None of that matters because it felt good at the time. So she had to go through with it, let alone the damage it would cause to somebody else. All while lying to this man to his face about his concerns.
I could not bear to say anything to her after this. The girl I knew was gone. Then I asked her one more question. Did you love him? And she said, yes. Then I asked if he was still here, would you be with him? And she replied, yes. Oh my God. Well, he was right. He knew she was cheating. He knew something was up. This is why you trust your gut, guys. And by the way, now that he's dead, in her mind, she's going to see him as like, I don't know, a fucking saint. Utter perfection. The one that got away. She'll be like fucking the chick in Titanic who spent 90 years fantasizing about Leonardo DiCaprio's character or whatever. Yes, I've seen Titanic, guys. Most of you have too, whether you want to admit it or not. Anyway, through the next 2 weeks, I found out more information regarding their relationship. She had told her friends that she had actually been seeing him for 2 years. 2.5 years, actually. And during these times, we would all hang out every weekend. Her, me, him, all our friends, all our birthdays. I completely feel betrayed and ultimately have nowhere to put my angers towards. I feel naive and deceived. 2.5 freaking years. This guy, his so-called friend's doing his girl, and his girl's doing his friend. Both these people are pieces of shit. And I think I can speak for the majority of you saying, that asshole's dead. Because any guy that does that to his buddy, not to mention for 2.5 fucking years, that's a lot of dick in 2.5 years in her. He deserves it. I don't care. And I gotta wonder, do any of his friends know? Flip a coin. Our friendship group had been debriefed about the whole situation and realized that there were signs all along throughout these 2 years. Somebody noticed that Mandy and Johnny were close during certain parties, but we all gave them the benefit of the doubt that they were just close friends, as we all were. No, they weren't. You all were close friends, but you weren't all getting butt naked with each other.
Exactly.
Moreover, during Johnny's funeral, his family gave a eulogy mentioning Mandy as his life partner of 2 years. I'd be like, excuse me, don't mean to interrupt the mourning here, but your son's a piece of shit. Man, once everything's done, I go and take a dump on his grave. Fucker deserves it. Hearing this really felt like an even bigger dagger stabbing me through the heart. There is this emptiness I feel that I can't put words to. The loss was not only her, but also her family I met and had gotten close to over the years. It feels like I had no say in the loss. As those months have passed by, I've been finding out new details here and there, and each time it feels like the wound has been reopened, and I'm reliving it again and again. How can I move past this? I just want to hear other people's opinions on this situation. He also says, P.S. This is not Johnny's first rodeo with a friend's mistress. He also says, it seems like there's some confusion, but I have not spoken to her since the day she confessed. Holy crap. Well, how does he move past it? Take it one day at a time. Accept the fact that there are a lot of scumbags in this world. Accept the fact that, you know what, you've outlived him. The fucker's dead. Again, he knowingly did this. Who's worse, the girl or him? I'd say the friend because he was a bro, you know? But she's a piece of shit too. I have nothing to do with her. And she, in her mind, is going to make it to be that Johnny is like her great love that was lost. And she'll be thinking about him to the day she fucking dies, sitting around in front of the fire knitting a goddamn sock. She'll, be done with her. The best revenge is success, a life well lived. And so, but this guy's going to be messed up. But if you're 24 and you've been with the same girl for 7 years, that's a massive chunk of your life. She becomes part of your identity. It's going to take time. And will he ever trust again? Who knows? But he's definitely been R-pilled, knowing that a girl can do that to you. Behind your back, that 2.5 years, a lot of time, lying and cheating and sleeping around and all that, sneaking around, meanwhile kissing him and acting like she's in love with him. No. And by the way, notice it said that this Johnny guy, this isn't his first rodeo, sleeping with somebody else's girlfriend. The guy's a massive piece of shit. So he is 6 feet under, and I hope he's a fucking worm feast, because pieces of shit like that we can do without. So he takes it one day at a time, and is he going to become a little bitter? I would imagine. He's going to become wiser. But now, going forward, he knows, no, not having your girl hang out with other guys, okay? And never blindly trust. Otherwise, you're in deep shit. Now, I'm going to read some comments here. One guy says here, fuck her. She can have him now, and she can't have him now because he's dead. He'll always be perfect in her mind, and everyone reading this knows he's a piece of crap and no doubt was cheating on your girlfriend too. Would that be fun if he was cheating on her? I'm sure he was, and I would love for her to find out. Thank you, lucky stars, you didn't marry her because God knows whose kid should be passing off as yours. Anyway.
I hadn't even thought about that part. But yeah, 100%. If she gotten pregnant, there's a 100% chance she would have passed off Johnny's kid as the OP's. No doubt about it. Chances are the OP probably had the better job, probably had health benefits, the whole thing, man. This is crazy, bro.
Silver lining. Another guy says, my friend, take it from someone who's old enough to remember when we had to make sure we had change for our payphones while on a date. Life is short for you to get hung up on this. Many of us here have had relationships in the past where we have been cheated on. Yes, it can make you angry. Yes, it's humiliating. And yes, you ask yourself, why did you not see it? But the best way to deal with this is to move on and forget. And I do mean forget about her and him. Well, I agree with that. Do not allow this to consume you, to dictate how you live your life or how you view future friendships or relationships. The best mindset here is to say fuck you to him and her, and not going to fuck up my life, and I will not allow it. Do not fall into the trap of assuming that everyone is going to cheat. That road is for people full of bitterness. Remember that what does not kill us makes us stronger. Conan the Barbarian. Well, actually, it was Nietzsche that said that in the beginning of Conan the Barbarian, but I agree with all what that guy says, except for the part saying, don't assume everyone's going to do that, otherwise you'll have a life full of bitterness. There's no way he's not going to have a life of bitterness, and there's no way he's going to look at people the same. You have to assume that people can pull this shit on you, because I've been doing this too long and lived too long and heard these stories too many times to know that people can pull this crap on you. He has to protect himself, otherwise this can happen again. And last one, this guy says here, she knew he was a piece of crap and embraced him. He knew she was shit for betraying you and embraced her. Karma knew both of them and were pieces of crap and embraced them. You move away from their lives and don't look back. If you want closure, then don't seek it from her, but seek it from Johnny's family by sending them a letter detailing the affair. Maybe that will change their views on J&M if their views are not changed. Then I assure you that karma will once again be coming to embrace them. I can see just as many reasons why he should let Johnny's family know about Johnny's true nature, as well as he shouldn't. But that's up to him. He should let her family know about her, absolutely. Make plans in your life and execute them. Stop living in the past. Don't think about the 7 years behind you, but about the 70 years that are in front of you. Nothing will rub your ex the wrong way than you achieving success and living a much better life without her. Ding, ding, ding. When he's ready, replace her with a younger, more beautiful woman. But that's a long time from now because he's got to heal. And don't fully trust that beautiful woman either. I know that the initial phase is hard, and it's all about surviving. If you need to support your friends, tell them. If you want the help of the therapist, take it. Survive the survival phase, and then the thriving phase will come. I assure you all the best. Well, I wish this guy the best, but I think a lot of you guys would think what I'm thinking here. There has to be at least one other friend, so-called friend, that knew. There ain't no way nobody else didn't know about this was going on. And I'm getting to the bottom of that. Some serious investigating. So anyhow, I'm sorry for this guy. The lesson of the story is don't let your girl hang out with other guys. If she doesn't like that, dump her ass. Establish the boundaries in the beginning of the relationship. But this is the crap that can happen. Bros before hoes, guys. And honestly, the way I see it, it's one less a-hole in the world. So burn in hell, Johnny.
I want to give a big shout out to Strong Successful Male, aka SSM, as well as on his Hit the Bricks channel. Links to his channels will be pinned to the top comment. But guys, he's exactly right. Even if they live in a city the size of New York or LA, there's no way that at least one of their friend group did not know exactly what was going on. There's no way that any of her friends didn't know what was going on. Women love to talk about what they're doing in the dark because it's just juicy drama for them. You know, I am so glad that this dude is deceased. I'm so glad that he has finally gotten what he deserved, because a guy who would look you in your face, pretend he's your friend, all while nailing your old lady behind your back, man, with friends like that, who even needs enemies? Be mindful of your circle, guys. You need to do routine house cleaning because people switch up on you. And there's folks that was in your circle the whole time who never should have been there. Sometimes they cool as long as you don't elevate too far past them. Sometimes they're cool as long as your girl ain't too fine. I've seen both. I've lived through both. And as a guy who's come out on the other side, I can tell you there is brighter days ahead, but you got to be very, very mindful going forward. Trust your gut, guys. Your eyes can deceive you. Your ears can deceive you. Your heart will make you make bad decisions because you love her, but your gut will never let you down. That said, that's my time. Like the video, comment down below. Share this video with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you got any left for the week, hype the video. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.